Hello, my crafty friends. Today I am sharing a card for Karen Burniston's Designer Challenge, where she challenged her design team to make a project around the theme Yummy. Now, I know a lot of the design team was going to do things with more sweets like ice creams, cakes, lots of inspiration that the design team will be sharing today. I will link my blog in the description box below. And you can get to all of their blogs on the right side of my blog. I have their blogs all listed. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and Karen Burniston will have her post, probably a video, and also she will have all of our projects linked together as well. So that's something to look forward to tomorrow. It's always fun to see all of the design team projects together in one post. So rather than follow the crowd and do something with sweets for the theme Yummy, I went with wine because wine is yummy, right? My slimline card folded is 8.5 by 3.5 inches. It fits in a number 10 business envelope for mailing. Now, I had a lot of fun with this one, and you know what, it just is one of those things that everything clicked when I was making it. I love it when that happens and you're just in the flow of creating. All of the dies I used, of course, are Karen Burniston dies, and I chose to start with the Circle Charm Pop Up, which is one of my favorites. And this card is a gatefold slimline, and it has a double Circle Charm Pop Up, and of course I pulled in the fun wine charms. Now each of these comes with a little hanging hole, and the idea is you would put a jump ring through or a brad and hang them or dangle them. There's lots of different ways to use the charms, but they easily snip off the cardstock with scissors, so I cut away the charm holes and use them as embellishments instead. This is an older pattern paper I had in my stash. It's a heavyweight pattern paper. I think it's called Blue Rose Studio. I will have a full supply list on my blog post. Gold Fever Confetti from Studio Katia. The pink foil cardstock is from Stampin' Up. And all of the circle dies that I used, they were all included in the Circle Charm Pop-Up die set. Now let's check out the inside. It is held closed with magnets. There's always such a satisfying snap when you use magnets. And I don't use them very often. I certainly don't use them on a card that might be going to a child to eliminate any risk of them swallowing. But I'm sending this one off to Karen Burniston to have as a show sample or a class sample, so I didn't really need to worry about the magnets on that. And it works really well for a card like this. So you open up the card like that, and there's the first Circle Charm Pop-Up, and there is the second. It's going to be really hard to fit all of this in frame, and I haven't even figured out how I'm going to do the photos yet. I love the shimmer and shine from the foil cardstock. I pulled in some craft cardstock as well, and all of the hearts are from the heart pivot panel. Some more of the Studio Katia Gold Fever Confetti. The wine bottles and glasses were all cut from just scraps of white pearl cardstock because the dies are not very big. So I actually had like a long strip left over from a different project, and so I was able to cut all of my charms out of that one scrap. I used thin foam tape where I did pop something. And I love the embossing feature that comes on some of the dies as well. So the wine labels and the grapes. I colored the tops of the wine bottles with a gray Copic. I don't have a full tutorial for you. I ran out of time. Karen Burniston has got amazing assembly videos, so I really just followed her assembly video to do the Circle Charm Pop-Up. I will link that in the description box below as well. Since there wasn't a lot of room to do any signing, I just added a signing block on the back with her long crosshatch rectangles. This was a leftover piece, 2 more of the hearts cut from craft, and a grape, and then another scrap of the patterned paper. Now all of the craft hearts got brushed with Wink of Stella, so there's lots of shimmer and shine and lots of room here to write a note. Of course, if it's going to be a show sample, I won't be writing on it, but just another way you can use your dies. As I've said, the Circle Charm Pop-Up has been one of my favorites, and I've used it a lot. I like giving you lots of ways to use dies because they're an investment. So I have created them as intended without this circle backing. This piece is actually a frame where you would dangle a charm inside, and it comes with several different charms. There's a butterfly and a heart and a star, and all of the other charms in Karen Burniston's collection work with it. I've also done it on top folding A2 cards where you open it like this and it's a step. I've got a couple of those done. And if you look at my blog, on the right hand side I have labels. So if you click on that label, it will take you to all of the different ways I've used the circle charm pop-up, and I will try to remember to put that in the description box below as well. It's just fun to see different ways that you can use the die. This is the first time I've used it in a gatefold card, and I'm tickled with it. I'm looking forward to doing that again. If you enjoyed my video today, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. And that's it for me today.